Now let's take a look at the last section in Chapter 5, Understanding and Solving Ratio and Proportion Problems. In business, many pieces of data are expressed as ratios. All a ratio is a fraction that's comparing two things. So you might compare how your business is doing to the whole industry or something like that. Then we have something called a proportion. All a proportion is are two ratios that are equal. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at how to solve ratio and proportion problems on the next page. So of course your book breaks down and lists the steps for solving them. First, they want you to assign a variable to represent the unknown quantity. Then you're going to set up the proportion, that's two ratios that are equal to each other. Then you're going to multiply the denominator of the first ratio by the denominator of the second. And step 4 is doing the other. We call it cross multiplication. Maybe you remember that. And then the last step is just to solve for the variable or the unknown. So what I'd like to do is go and solve some problems with you here so you can just see it in action. So we will take this first example in our textbook, and I get my pen here. Okay. So it is 16 over 350, so that's a ratio equal to some value x over 875. So this is a ratio, this is a ratio, the whole thing together makes a proportion. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cross multiply, and I don't know if you remember from when you were a kid doing this. So we do 350 times x equals 16 times 875. We're going to solve it from there. So we get 350x equals 14,000. It's a 0. We're going to divide each side by 350 because we want to get that x alone. When we do that, we are left with x equals 40 gallons. Okay, so that's our final answer. Of course, we're going to check our work. We're going to make sure that 40, up here, 40 divided by 875 is the same as 16 divided by 350, and it is. So now we can do another problem. Let's take a look at 9 over 52 equals x over 7. We're going to cross multiply. 9 times 7 equals 52x. It does not matter if you write 52x equals 9 times 7. That's fine. It doesn't matter. So 9 times 7 is 63 equals 52 times x. Divide each side by 52. This is not going to be a nice and neat problem. We can use our calculator to do 63 divided by 52. And let's just say 1.2 equals x. There you go. So now let's go back to our textbook. And why don't you pause the video, do the try it exercise 17, and then come back when you are done solving it and checking your work. Okay, so by now you should have done the Try It exercise 17. Any questions that you're not able to solve, go ahead and send me an email and I'm happy to walk you through it. This is the end of Chapter 5. Don't forget to review the chapter summary. It's always very helpful. Thanks, everyone.